Are some of y'all okay? Like, legitimately, are some of y'all okay? Welcome back, YouTube. And for those who do not know me, hello, my name is Noah, and on this channel we talk about death, true crimes, haunted people, places, and things, spiritual reparations, and how you can fuck around and find out. Before we start today's video, I just want to say that I'm legitimately shocked, disgusted, and disappointed in some of y'all. Y'all know I've been gone for a little bit over a month. I had to take care of my family. I have a husband who needs me. I have children who need me. And if that means I can't be on YouTube for a year, guess what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I'm not going to feel bad for it. I seen every type of comment from, she didn't even tell us why she left. And I didn't. The fuck? I am grown as hell. I am a grown woman. I don't owe you an explanation. Like, legitimately, are some of y'all okay? From the crash out in the comments, from the little snarky, I'm unsubscribing, baby, you ain't got to worry about me coming up on your YouTube, TikTok, any type of algorithm. You gonna have to Google me, and you better hope you don't get an 80s Disney movie, because the Black Cauldron is an 80s Disney movie. But that's besides the point. I don't owe nobody nothing. I don't belong to no one but the Most High. Y'all do realize that from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet, I only belong to one creator. So to see all of this crashing out and disrespecting me, disrespecting the spiritualist underneath your government name on YouTube, underneath your Gmail account, is diabolically stupid. Play where it's safe. Because I promise you, some of the things that I saw, I'm like, these people don't even like me. They don't. I said I was going to block them, but for what? I don't need to do anything. Okay, I don't have to do anything. This is even too much of an explanation. But for those in the back that didn't hear me the first time, I don't owe y'all shit. And I'll make content when I feel like I need to. And when I feel like I need to take care of home, I'm going to do that. And that's what I did. So anyways, on today's episode, I will be covering a topic that one of my clients, my tarot clients, brought to me because it's absolutely asinine. Okay, so there is this woman named Lily, and she slept with 100 men in one day. Now, she is a OnlyFans creator, and I thought that we would talk about why spiritually this is very problematic. Now, I'm going to insert some clips before I get into my think piece. This video will not be long because it is absolutely a think piece for the spiritual girlies, which if you know, you would never even do this if you are really spiritually grounded and okay. Because in my eyes, this is a form of like self-harm. It's absolutely ridiculous. And because I don't want to get copywritten, I'm not going to side by side the creator's video because it did get over 9 million views. And I know YouTube is going to be on my ass if I put it here, but it was on TikTok as well. So I will be inserting the clips, all right, to give context.
It's Lily's big day. It's raining. I've never woken up so early to film sex. I've never filmed sex, but you know what I mean.
This is where it's happening. I don't know where Lily and the gang are. It doesn't seem like anyone's actually here yet. One thing I can say is hidden in plain sight. It's not exactly where you'd expect someone to be having sex with 100 guys. It's 8:35. They were meant to be here at 8 a.m. They're nowhere to be seen. Do you guys want to get some cover?
Just as we were starting to think the Queen of Southampton was right, and this was all a hoax, the first man arrived.
I'm here for the thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a bit early.
I'm Josh, by the way.
Oh,
Hey, nice to meet you.
I never really think about things before I do them, so I just kind of do them and then think, oh, was that okay? But yeah.
We received a text from Lily's team asking us to not draw attention to the rented Airbnb where the stunt was set to take place.
She's asked us to not be around the property so we don't draw attention to it.
So I asked lucky participant number one if he wanted to go for a stroll. While we waited for Team Lily to arrive.
So you're obviously a subscriber of Lily's on OnlyFans?
I'm going to be honest with you, it was only when she said.
So you got a text, but they sent the address quite late, didn't they?
Yeah, just this morning. It's funny, like on the text it was like, if you have any friends who'd like to take part, and I was like, oh my God. It's one of my motivations for coming here.
Yeah.
Like, is it going to happen,
Yes.
I might give it a month. It's on the Circle Line.
Yeah.
I go to the NA after.
Finally, Lily arrived.
Hello.
Yeah.
Lucky number one.
An hour behind schedule with a security guard on the door, we were allowed inside.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, how you doing? Fair enough.
Everyone that thinks now. Let's get going.
It's a lovely house. I like that big mirror.
Yeah.
I don't know where to put myself. I feel like yeah. Everyone's just floating.
Everyone that is a performer today sits on the couch so we can perform.
The atmosphere inside was nervous and very strange.
Lots of bananas.
No one, including Lily's team of assistants, seemed to have much of a plan in place for the day.
I don't know what's going on. I've noticed there's a lot of forms this time. The admin side of things is... I've noticed there's a lot of forms this time. The admin side of things is crazy.
Having had their IDs checked and release forms signed in order to allow publication on OnlyFans, 6 men sat anxiously on a sofa, waiting for their turn to have sex with Lily. Meanwhile, it seemed the reality of what Lily was undertaking was starting to become slightly more real.
Hello.
How do you feel?
Nervous? No, excited. It's nice to actually meet the boys because it puts you at ease a bit.
This is crazy. I'm nervous. Is it?
You're not going.
How are you feeling?
No, I'm not nervous.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Just putting a baby monitor in here so I can keep an eye on you.
Yeah. Have you had like an energy drink?
Yeah, I had a squash pastry in the car.
Okay.
And we feel good.
Lunch or anything? What do you think?
I think I'm gonna have a break. I think we get to about 12 and have a little
Okay.
breeze.
Yeah, that's good. Are the clients going to shower? Or
No.
They've just come straight. And the condoms?
Yeah, they're in my bag. I bought like 200 of them.
Yeah, that's good. Just in case of my break.
Exactly.
And like, do we think we're going to get to 100 today?
Yeah, I'm not leaving without it.
I came to last night after work.
Oh, guys, you're running behind.
I got in at 6 o'clock.
I'm excited just to get the first one in.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you just like want it to start. It's like doing a race, like you just want it to start.
It's early in the morning, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And 5 minutes each, right?
5 minutes each. Tries probably might do a little bit less time. I think there's about 8 of them.
Okay.
That's I don't wanna keep them waiting too long.
Fine. Yeah. Just all the best.
Thank you. Kill it.
Yeah, careful. Kill it. Lots of fluids.
Thank you.
I think I'm not filming the guys. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Just as proceedings were about to commence, we were asked to leave. It was hard not to feel concerned for Lily as we left the house. She seemed more apprehensive about what she was doing than she had done over the past few weeks. Perhaps the reality of the situation was beginning to dawn on her. It certainly was for me.
It was just weird. Like, that's all I can describe it as. It's just so weird. Like, Lily seemed a bit more nervous than she seemed throughout this, but still, like, kind of up for it. I just cannot believe, in the middle of this, like, super affluent suburb, this girl is about to just have a load of strangers, 100 strangers, in someone's Airbnb.
One of the men participating agreed to speak with us after having spent his allotted 5 minutes with Lily. He had flown in from Switzerland just for this.
So I came last night and I'm leaving basically after. I went for the authentic experience.
Okay.
I had pie.
Pie,
Yeah,
British
in the
pie,
pub, yeah.
pie and mash.
Yeah.
How long have you known or been a fan of Lily Phillips?
Since the beginning, I would say.
Did you ever think you'd be able to have sex with her?
No, never.
And today you did?
Yes.
Were you nervous this morning going in there?
Yes, especially when I saw all the guys, the cute.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was definitely nervous.
Were you worried that maybe some of the other guys aren't going to get an STI check? Or?
A little bit, but also I think the risk for the guys is maybe less high than for her. This gonna has to be the most expensive shag ever.
Really?
Yeah.
How much?
200 to get tested, 250 for the flight, maybe 800.
£800 and worth it?
Yes, without a doubt.
How are you doing? How's it going so far? How many are we on?
Only 8.
Originally, we had been told we'd be allowed back to film with Lily while she had a break for lunch at 2 p.m. However, we received a text from her PA explaining that they were overrunning and they were going to have to skip lunch.
Sorry, it's chocolate. Anytime she gets a break, it's for a quick shower and eat, and then back to working, so no time to be filming during her breaks.
However, we were able to speak to another man as he left the Airbnb, although he seemed shaken by the experience.
How are you feeling?
It's not something I would do, but I saw it. Nothing much more.
Yeah.
I think I saw it and I just thought, fucking watch what just do it.
Like, how long did you get with her?
She said 5 minutes, and then halfway through, she said she had to start the timer. So she said like 5 minutes from now. She's all got
So you got to like...
It was literally time.
Do you know how many guys have gone before you?
No idea. No idea.
Like, is that one?
No, I don't know. I just thought,
Are you happy you did it?
a little bit, I'm just a bit nervous that everything will find out. My dad will keep me on straight away.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, we've got so many people here right now. It's absolute mayhem. I've had like 100 cigarettes. I'm chain smoking through this. I feel like this is going to go on a lot later than we planned. We planned it to end at like 7, but I think it's going to run until like 9, 10 p.m. maybe.
27 p.m. I think about 70 people through.
After hours of waiting, we tried to get back into the Airbnb. We ended up being delayed by one of her assistant's boyfriends, a close-up magician who had been performing for men in the waiting room.
No, that is cool as shit, dude.
Lily's PA gave us some more updates and promised us that they were nearly finished.
How far off is she from finishing?
Not far off at all. We're nearly done. We've got a few people who has like gone home and then they've called us and like, can my friend come? I just told them how sick it was. And we're like, yeah, bring it. Like, send your friend over. But no, it's been great for like networking. Like even like husbands being like, oh yeah, I do this for a living, saying the job. Oh, we need someone that does that. Like, message us back tomorrow. It's been fun. I really enjoyed it. But I was like, I should not be an event planner. I should not. I actually can't believe we were going to do this without security. They've been
So helpful.
absolutely amazing. Like, I've kissed them both. They've been so good.
It's definitely the busy time of the night. That door is turning into more of a revolving door. There are guys coming in and out of there constantly. They've sent out security guards and things to go get her snacks and electrolytes and just to keep her sort of functioning.
Then, finally, the feat was complete and we were invited inside.
Hello. Good. How are you?
Are you disgusted yet? Because, baby, it's no amount of clout in the world that would convince me to do this, okay? Even if I wasn't spiritual in nature, you could never pay me no amount of money to do this. And I genuinely felt almost bad for her, but not really, because she announced a week later that she was going to be taking on 1,000 men.
Are you still planning to do what I've called the 1,000 man challenge?
The man challenge. Definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah. So my assistant's currently going through the 5,000 applications we have. They'll be getting, honestly, as quick as possible in, out. I just want a conveyor belt. We're maybe thinking most it'll be 17 hours.
So I saw the video of after you did the 100.
Yeah.
And you actually seemed quite distressed.
It was very stressful. I was extremely overwhelmed. A super long, hard, stressful day. And then the camera crew probing me with questions for an hour. You know, that was kind of, if I'm honest, I wish I'd kind of set a boundary, because that was kind of the last thing I wanted, was just someone hammering me with questions after completing a really long, hard day. It's personally not how I would have told the narrative or how I would have edited it, but it definitely made for a very interesting watch.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. There ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. Let me tell you why this is problematic as hell. Other than the obvious reasons of catching something, right? It's problematic because we as women, we create life. Our womb holds trauma, okay? It can hold trauma. And men shouldn't be doing this because you're putting your inside of a sacred space that gives off a lot of energy. It is very much so a sacred exchange of energies. I can't say the actual word on here because I don't want to get demonetized, but spicy time has, for centuries in some cultures, been more than a mere physical experience where you experience pleasure. A lot of people are walking around doing it with each other for all the wrong reasons. It's for procreation. It's for bonding time with your spouse. Your spouse, I'm not saying that you can't be girlfriend and boyfriend and make love. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that doing this in such a short amount of time, not only depletes your energy physically, but spiritually it depletes it as well. Now, whenever you are having spicy time, there is a lot going on with you spiritually. You are literally opening yourself up to your partner, right? Regardless if you know it or not. And just imagine that partner having a nasty ass energy on them. A lot of these people, including Lily herself, I feel like have incubus and succubus energies on them. And that's whenever nothing satisfies you. I mean, no amount of partners ever really itch the scratch the itch. And we all know that incubus and succubus energy claim you as their spiritual spouse, which I'll be doing a video and dropping that later on this week. But they claim you as their spiritual spouse, meaning that every relationship you ever get in is going to go to shit. Okay, because you got that nasty ass energy. Y'all ever see a woman or a man crashing out over somebody? That's because the transferable energy has been transferred. I keep telling y'all this. Stay out of people's beds. Okay, do not just bed everybody that you meet, because whenever you do that, you're opening yourself up to be somebody's literal dumpster for all their negative ass shit. And I really mean that shit. You ever wonder why some people it takes so long to disconnect from somebody? Like if they're going through it, it takes a long time because that person has already put their energy in and on you. Yep. I shit you not. It's going to be so hard to move forward. Unless you detach yourself and cleanse yourself of that energy, it will literally be nearly impossible just to move on peacefully. It's always going to be in the back of the mind. Either you're going to miss and still be in love, or you're going to hate that person. And then once you get that incubus succubus spirit on you, then they're going to be tormenting you. Yeah, wet dreams, I don't believe in those. That is energy. And they start trying to get to y'all kids, y'all boy children, especially whenever they're going through puberty. Okay, that is a thing because they know that they're so innocent. Additionally, let's take the incubus succubus energy out of the equation. A lot of these people be cursed, hexed, jinxed, and here you go laying in the energy. And energy is always moving. It's transferable. It never ever dies. It's even on the molecular level, it is always moving. So what do you think is going to happen whenever you lay down with a dog? You're going to catch his fleas. I'm just talking about regular degular like type of spicy time. Now, I don't even want to get on fluids. Fluids will literally have you attached to somebody for the rest of your life. I promise you, I shit you not. And even in this documentary, which you can watch the documentary, all you gotta do is Google it or search it up here on YouTube. It was so much fluid in condoms all over the room once she had done this. And her eyes were literally red because
ran through by 101 men. And my eyes are still recovering from all the bodily fluids that went in them.
We got to be smarter, ladies and gentlemen, because at the end of this whole ordeal, this happened.
I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic, like by the, I think like the 30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got like a routine of like how we're going to do this. And like, it just, sometimes you'd like disassociate and be like, you know, like it's not like normal sex at all. In my head right now, I can think of like 5, 6 guys, 10 guys that I remember, and that's it. But it's just, I don't know, it's just weird, isn't it? Like if I didn't have the videos, I wouldn't have known I've done 100, you know. But yeah, I think that was kind of the hard part, is like conversing with them, and like when they'd kind of be like, oh, like we've only had 2 minutes or 3 minutes and you said 5 on the message.
Did someone say that to you?
Yeah. And obviously it just makes me feel so bad.
Do you think you should feel bad about that?
I guess when you've promised something to people who support you, it's kind of hard to let them down.
But it's up to you, right? Like when you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you even processed, do you think, what's happened?
Not yet. God, I won't forget this day, Jesus.
When I decided to start making this documentary, I wasn't too sure of what to expect. I certainly didn't expect to see Lily so upset at the end of it all.
For the week, girls, if I'm honest, it was hard.
She felt completely depleted and was crying. And it's not because of what she said. Everybody could see that was bullshit. I believe that girl was crying because she had picked up so much energy that it was literally suffocating her. Like, could you imagine 100 men in one day? Or 100 women in one day? She was totally depleted energetically wise, and nobody can tell me otherwise. Now, mind you, I think this was back in December. And like I said, I almost felt bad for Lily until I figured out that she don't give a fuck about her spiritual and mental health, because she went on to say a week later that she was doing it again with even more men, 1,000 men, and she did. And I heard she's pregnant.
Phillips got pregnant after 100 Man in 12 Hours Challenge. The TikTok world is in shock after Lily Phillips officially announced her pregnancy on Instagram with a picture of her positive test. This revelation comes just weeks after she made headlines for completing her controversial 100 Man in 12 Hours Challenge in a house she purchased solely for the event. Her goal was to break records and gain global attention, and she did, briefly holding the Guinness World Record until Bonnie Blue deliberately surpassed it. When reporters caught up with her outside her home, they asked the biggest question on everyone's mind: who is the father? Lily, with a confident but almost forced smile, simply responded, "It doesn't matter who the father is. The only thing that matters is me." Her happiness seemed exaggerated, leaving many to question if she was truly as excited as she claimed. Online reactions have been mixed, with some praising her confidence, and others questioning the entire situation. Was this just another stunt, or is Lily truly embracing her new reality?
And I don't know, some people say she's faking it. It's been confirmed online. She said it is absolutely real. Like, she had no man whenever she made the documentary. And that was one of the things that she discussed with the host, that she didn't know if she would ever get a partner, or the partner would have to be in the industry. He gonna have to be. Because let's just set the record clear. In no way, shape, or form am I slut-shaming anyone. But we have to be for real. Anybody with good common sense is going to say, it's been too much energy, men, in that girl. She essentially had a big old spiritual orgy, because guess what? They were going back to back to back. So not only is she getting all of the energy from the men that she did that with, the men are picking up the energy from her and everybody else that went before and after. Be fucking for real. There's so much power in sex. I hope I could say that without getting in trouble. And we'll discuss that on Tarot and Tea, okay? But there is so much energy there. You could literally manifest the life of your dreams if you are having sex. Spicy time. This is not something you just want to be running around doing. And I don't know if this is a UK palm curly girly thing. I don't know, because it's another girl who did 1,057 men in 12 hours. Sisters, don't play that, because we be spiritual. Even if it's Christianity, we do not play those types of games. But us spiritual girlies know that demons be attached to people, and we're not going to open up our energy or aura to be spiritually attacked, get our ass whooped, life be upside down for however long. This is what can happen if you have spicy time with the wrong person. And then add in 100 people all in one day. Listen, y'all just be safe. Make sure that you be careful with whom you lay down with. And not just because of the obvious reasons, but because it is very spiritually dangerous. These people ain't never even had a cleanse. Most of the people be thinking cleanses is demonic, when they the one who got queen demon up here, and then the little minions running all around down their whole body. No, be careful, y'all. And that is all for today, YouTube. And if you would like to go to Bali, Indonesia with me in July, or Costa Rica in September, click the links down below. Additionally, keep sending me the tea, y'all. I'm going to set up a voicemail for everybody to call and tell me their spiritual stories for my new show, Tarot and Tea. So be on the lookout. I'm going to try to place the link down below, the number down below to this said voicemail, and I'll be downloading all of the tea and featuring it on the show. Until next time, bestie, y'all do good, be good, and stay safe. Love ya down.